Hi Cancer, welcome to your love reading for November 2017. This is Elizabeth from channeledguidance.com. Okay, so I've already shuffled the decks. You see a card there on the desk because you had a jumping card when I was properly shuffling, and the card that jumped is Justice. So I feel that for some of you here, you're seeing an improvement in your situation. For some of you, this can be an apology, either from someone from the past or from your current partner. This is basically somebody trying to make things up to you. This is somebody that hurt you in the past that is sorry for what they did, and they're trying to either get back together with you or they're just trying to tell you their side of the story. So I'm going to put this back and we'll see if it comes up for you again. This is going to be for confirmation, but first let's get 9 cards from this deck. And this is a love reading for the sign of Cancer for November 2017. The first card you have, Cancer, is the Sun. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November 2017. The Hangman. The 8 of Cups. The 8 of Pentacles. The 9 of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November 2017. The Hierophant. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November 2017. You have the 10 of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Cancer for November 2017. You have the King of Pentacles. Final card is the 7 of Cups. So the card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life for November. And you have the Ace of Wands. So this is some type of new beginning for you, whether it's a new relationship, a new phase in your relationship with your current partner. This is a brand new, a new life. For some of you, this can even be a pregnancy. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this card and see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's go ahead and start with the first row. So on the first row, you have the Sun, the Hangman, and the 8 of Cups. So this tells me here that somebody's kind of in limbo. And it's interesting that it's right next to the 8 of Cups. I feel some of you, I mean, this is kind of pretty clear that some of you are waiting on someone. The Hangman is kind of being left hanging. You're literally in limbo. And you're not moving forward. And you're just, it's a card of non-action. Here, somebody has left. Somebody could have moved out. Somebody could have ended the relationship. The 8 of Cups is the goodbye card. So here somebody felt unhappy, unfulfilled, and they felt that they had to leave. So this could either be your partner or it could be you. The good news is that you have the Sun. So the Sun is telling me it's a major arcana and it's the most positive card in the entire deck. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're completely in limbo in a relationship or marriage, or because somebody has left, I see success there. I see happiness. So either somebody returns, if a relationship ended and they walked away, they return. Remember, you did have the Justice card jump for you. Or if you're the one that left because you kind of felt there were too many issues, it could be that you change your mind as well. With the 8 of Cups, somebody's just not happy. But here, I feel like somebody has kind of just been left hanging. Like you've been stuck. Like somebody has not been giving you a clear answer. You've been going back and forth, and maybe somebody has not been committing to you. Maybe somebody has not really, you don't really know if you're a couple with someone, and maybe you feel like walking away. Again, I see success there. So stuck, possibly somebody left the picture, somebody walked away from you, but I see happiness and I see positive energy and success in the Sun. Now the next row here, you got the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the Hierophant. So this is what really stands out to me here, the 9 of Cups, because this represents something that is near and dear to your heart. So obviously this is someone near and dear to your heart. So this is the person that you most want to be with. This is like your ideal partner. Or, as some people would say, this is my soulmate. Like you feel like this is where you belong here with the Hierophant. So I feel like there's a relationship where it truly is meant to be with the Hierophant. This is a highly spiritual card, and it's a card of kindred spirits and soulmates. It's a card of, of a really strong spiritual connection. But there is work to do. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. So although, you may really be struggling with this relationship, because I see that somebody maybe walked away or somebody is leaving you kind of in limbo. I see, that there's a strong connection here with the Hierophant. There's a lot of guidance coming in for you. And for some of you, I feel like for the majority of you, what you're dealing with is a strong soulmate connection. And this is who you want, and this is who you belong with. Because I see the Hierophant. But I do see like there's a lot of work to do. I mean, definitely with what's going on up here, I feel like there's a lot of work to do, because you may recognize someone as your soulmate and the person that you're meant to be with. But that other person may have some other things going on where they don't really see it the way that you do yet. But also see, for those who are single, there could be, an ideal partner coming in for you. Again, there's going to be a strong spiritual pull. People that you meet in the month of November, you may really feel like, this is who I belong with. Remember that these relationships may not be perfect, because the Eight of Pentacles is there saying this is going to take work. I just want to go back really quick here for singles. Sometimes I forget to mention them. There is positive energy around relationships and romance. I feel like you've been stuck in a rut. Maybe because somebody walked out on you or you had to walk out. But again, there's like a strong spiritual connection with someone that you could be meeting in November. But again, it's going to take... For some of you, I feel like this could be that you have to work on the relationship. But it could also be that you have work to do so that you're ready to meet this person right here. Okay, so moving on to the bottom row. You've got the Ten of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. So an earth sign is coming up here. So this would be a male or female earth sign. So this would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Now there's some weird energy around this person. For some of you, this could be who walked away, because you've got the Ten of Swords. And this does mean that you were lied to or betrayed in some way. And you're finding it really hard to move on. Not only that, but I feel like some of you are confused. Like you don't even know why they left. Remember, up at the top, you've got the Hangman and the Eight of Cups. You're confused. And you don't know, you just want answers with the Seven of Cups. And I feel like because you don't have answers and because you don't have closure and you're confused, you're not able to move on. So I feel like if the person could be an earth sign, but they could also be someone who is in that energy. So it could even be you if you have a moon or rising sign in that element. There's just an element here of being really confused and really emotional and lost and being unable to move on and get past a betrayal or something really painful. This is related to an earth sign or someone who is in that element. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some confirmation from the same deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November 2017? You've got the Page of Pentacles. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November 2017? The Ace of Pentacles. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer, November 2017? And the King of Swords. I'm going to put it right here so we can see it. Okay, so what you've got here is the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So now you've got, see, I'm just kind of looking for it here. It's the main energy. You've got two new beginnings. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. And this, this really makes me think back on the jumping card, the Justice card that came up for you. So I feel like for some of you where, somebody really did you wrong, maybe what they did is right here. They lied to you or betrayed you in some way, and you're finding it really hard to move on, maybe because you don't know why. You're confused. You don't have closure because you can't have closure when you don't know what happened or, what they were thinking when they left. You do have that energy right here with the Eight of Cups. Somebody walked away. You're in limbo. But there's two new beginnings here. So I feel like for many of you, there's some type of movement there. There's new beginnings. This is, again, a new life. A second chance. This is kind of like wiping the slate clean. So I feel like there could be, you know, somebody resurfacing. For those who are already coupled, again, you know, there's this like, this feels like an offering. And this could be with someone who's an air sign, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. So this would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So Cancer, if you are in a relationship, you're married to, or you're interested in someone who is an air sign, they're asking you here to be careful because you do have the Page of Pentacles. This means that you really have to take your time to look at this very carefully. And I feel like the Ace of Pentacles, it just feels like an offering. The Ace of Pentacles is blessings, unexpected blessings. Like, you know, just when you're least expecting it, you're offered something wonderful. This is abundance. And it is a positive card, but because you have the Page of Pentacles, you know, this came out with a card. The Page of Pentacles is telling you, look at this very carefully. So for some of you, you may be kind of looking at someone, possibly an earth sign or an air sign, or someone in that energy, and kind of seeing like, do I really want you back? Or do I really want to be with you? You know, you left me in limbo, you walked out on me, you hurt me. Again, you know, you had the Justice card jump for you, so you were done wrong in some way. There could be an apology. I just feel like you're taking your time to kind of see, like, you know, is their story really adding up with the Page of Pentacles? You're looking at the relationship and what happened, just everything, just pulling it all together and kind of seeing, like, you know, is this what I really want? That's what I see in the Page of Pentacles. But I feel like the Ace of Pentacles, this is like, you know, somebody offering you either a new relationship. And for some of you, you may be trying to see if this person is too good to be true. Because remember, you do have the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant. So this is kind of like perhaps those of you who are single, like you're meeting someone that, you know, it's like you feel like they're too good to be true, and it's probably all a bunch of lies. But for those who are already coupled, it could be that, you know, somebody's trying to make things up to you and you think they're just literally just making things up and they're not going to change. The Ace of Pentacles is just blessings and happiness, but I feel like, you know, you need time to think and you need time to study the relationship and the past that you have with this person. Again, this could be an earth sign or an air sign, and so these people are significant to you in some way. This is a general reading, so it's hard to tell because thousands of people watch this video, but it's like there is something with either an earth sign or an air sign that is highly significant for you in the month of November. So I feel like you will either be dealing with these people, or they're going to be very much on your mind, or you're going to be on their mind. Okay, so let's get confirmation from the second deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November 2017? You've got the Ten of Wands, the Page of Pentacles again. So this is a repeating card because we just talked about it right here. What other messages are there for the sign of Cancer for November 2017? And you've got the Chariot. I'll put it right here. The bottom of this deck, you've got the Queen of Wands. So now you've got another person, someone who's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Now for those who are single, there's a lot of people in this reading. There's a fire sign. Let's see, where are they? There's an air sign, and there's an earth sign. So those who are single, these are all people that can be your, let me move the camera here, your kind of kindred spirit, your soulmate, someone that is like your ideal partner. This is like the wish card. Like you're sitting there thinking, I wish I could meet someone that was exactly like this. Like you could be meeting that person in the month of November, someone that you feel you belong with. You just feel at home with them. Again, this could either be an earth sign, an air sign, or even a fire sign. Okay, so I'm just going to put, oh, this was at the bottom of the deck, never mind. We're going to look at these three cards right here. So I feel like somebody, I mean, this definitely makes sense what I'm seeing here, these three cards. Someone here, Cancer, is tired and really fed up with a situation in your love life. And I feel like it's what's going on right here. That you're in limbo and that you're not, you know, things are not moving forward. And either like somebody left, or maybe you want to leave. This is just somebody that is just kind of about to snap and just has really had enough. They've just really had enough and they just don't want to deal with something anymore. This is a very draining, exhausted energy where you just can't deal with one more fight, one more breakup, one more argument, whatever was going on with you. Now, I feel again, there's this message that I was getting over here on this side. You have the Chariot, which means there's a victory in a relationship where you're about to just completely just disconnect from this person because you feel like there's no hope here. I mean, the Ten of Wands is that draining energy, but the Chariot pops up as a victory, which means if you just hang on a little bit more, like you're going to see what you want. And this is what you want. There's some wish that wants to manifest for you. Hard to say in a general reading what you're wishing for, but I see something manifesting for you. There's also movement. Some of you could be traveling. So if you have a long distance relationship, and I do a lot of readings for if you're in a long distance relationship, like maybe with somebody you know online, you're not alone. A lot of my reading, probably half of them, are for people that are in long distance relationships, people they know online. And I do get the message that for some of you, you may be kind of traveling. You may be traveling to see someone at a distance, either another city, another state, another country. And it could be that, you're fed up and exhausted, but there is some movement. But there's also a victory in a relationship that you're struggling with. Remember that you had the Page of Pentacles 2 times. Same card, 2 different decks. So I feel like this is key for Cancer in the month of November. This is key, that you're going to be looking at something very carefully. I feel like you're going to be learning a lot about yourself in the month of November and what you really want in a partner. You're also going to be learning a lot about your partner and kind of, what they need or who they really are. If you're single, I feel like you're going to be learning a lot about what you should be looking for in a partner and who's really going to bring you happiness. This is an opportunity for Cancer. Two Page of Pentacles. This is an opportunity for you to really learn about yourself and maybe even a situation that has you really, tired and fed up. There's something to learn here. So I feel like for some of you, you could be missing the lesson. You might be struggling in a marriage or in a relationship because maybe they're not committing. You're in limbo. Somebody wants to walk away. I feel like there's a lesson here that you don't see yet. But I feel like you will see it. I mean, you don't have the moon here, but I'm just getting that energy. If you look at a relationship very carefully, at someone in your life that you're having a lot of trouble with, if you look at them very carefully, you will see what's going on. Because Cancer is, by nature, very intuitive, very psychic. I'm a Cancer, so I can tell you. Most people I know who are Cancer are very intuitive or psychic or both. Not the same thing. But I feel like this is a time in the month of November where you're going to be learning a lot about your situation. You're going to be learning a lot about your love life, a lot about your partner. If somebody has been keeping you in the dark, if somebody has kept you in limbo, somebody walked away, you're going to be learning, why they were doing that. What has, been going on in their mind. Remember, the main energy from this deck was the Ace of Wands. So November is trying to bring you a new beginning. To me, the Ace of Wands, I'll just put it here. To me, the Ace of Wands, it always feels like a major arcana, even though it's an ace. And it feels like a major arcana because this is the ability to kind of erase everything, almost cussed here, everything crappy that has happened to you. You can just kind of just erase all of it and then start over. So I feel like for some of you, this could be, with someone from the past where there's just so many things to forgive. You can forgive and you can start over. Or if this is someone from the past where you were deeply hurt by someone in the past and you feel like you can never trust anyone again. You don't ever want to be in a relationship again. You might feel that you can finally do that in the month of November. This could even be a time of transformation for you, where something within you has changed with the Ace of Wands. And you are an entirely different person. And so you're attracting different types of people. So a lot to learn. Just kind of keep that in mind, Cancer. I feel like there's going to be a lot to learn in the month of November about your partner, about you, about love in general. Some of you may even kind of be changing your mind as far as like, you know, what you want in a partner. You may feel like, you know, people that keep you in limbo, that's not really what you want. Constant fighting, you know, relationships are an uphill battle. You may feel like that's not what you want. But that does not apply to everyone. Because for some of you, you may feel like this is your soulmate, you know, and I did see that right here in this row. This is the person you belong with. You feel at home with them. Your wish is being granted, but there is work to do. So obviously the work is what's going on up here. Is that somebody needs to kind of figure out what's going on so that they don't leave you in this place of limbo, and they are not in this energy where they want to walk away, so that they can feel content and know that, you know, you are the person that they want to be with. I was kind of looking down here. I feel, you know, I've been going on and on about you're going to be knowing and you're going to be learning. I just realized the Seven of Cups, again, wherever it is that you are confused, there's just a big question mark in your love life. Like, you don't know why they're doing that, or you don't know why they don't see you, or you don't understand why they don't feel the connection. I feel like your confusion turns to answers. Again, with the 2 pages, I won't bring the other one up, but I feel like you're going to be learning a lot. Like, this is a time where you could be actually hearing things from other people, or you're just kind of realizing why certain things happen. Perhaps even, you know, something that deeply, deeply hurt you in the past with the Ten of Swords. You will finally understand like why a relationship had to end. And with, you know, these new beginnings that I see in here, this could even be somebody new coming in for you. Okay, Cancer, this has been your love reading for November 2017. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.